Hey, SKMB family, Luke here with you. Happy post-Easter week. I hope you guys all had an amazing Easter and just a great chance celebrating the empty tomb with your church families, with your cities, and those who joined you on Easter Sunday. I know this week, post-Easter, is always a bit of a drag in my life. I'm usually pretty tired and worn out from the kind of the rush moving up to Easter, but I hope you are rested and recovering and ready to move forward with kind of the final push till summer. One of the reasons I wanted to connect with you this week was just to talk about an opportunity that's coming up on April 14th. On April 14th, we have been invited to join our family, our MB family from Manitoba, as they host something called Nuts and Bolts. Nuts and Bolts is an equipping workshop for pastors and ministry leaders, a chance for us to come together and really wrestle with different aspects of ministry related to the church. And the one coming up on April 14th is one that I think is really something that we need to wrestle through as we look ahead. It's going to be on the post-pandemic church. Now, the pandemic, as you know, it's stretching on, right? It's overstayed its welcome. We keep thinking we're near that finish line, but the finish line keeps moving, it seems like. But hopefully, like Lord willing, by the end of summer, we will kind of see with vaccines and herd immunity, some of those things, some of the pandemic kind of coming to an end and moving on to a past or post-pandemic life. And the question that we need to ask as ministry leaders is, what does that mean for the church? What does that mean for the church? What does post-pandemic life in the church look like? And now there's tons of questions we have about that. I know some of you guys are wrestling through this when your ministries. What's church like? Are we going to stay with a digital aspect? Are we moving back to in-person only? What are we going to do with media? What are we going to do with people? All those questions are coming up. And so we're going to wrestle together as a MB family around some of these questions. Like, how do we move forward with the uncertainty that we have? Like, we want to move forward, but again, the date of what that looks like, when will that happen, and what does that look like for us now? What should change and what shouldn't change as we move forward? What things we need to adapt, and what things do we need to kind of get rid of as we look ahead? And so we're going to talk about these things and probably a lot more. Myself and a couple other leaders from Manitoba are going to be part of a panel sharing a little bit of our experience and our wrestlings, and it's going to open the door for us to wrestle together and talk out some of the things that we're struggling with or thinking through. So again, April 14th, Nuts and Bolts. It's going to be 9 a.m. our time to 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. our time. Not all day, don't worry, sorry. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. our time, 10 to 12 Manitoba time. We would love for you to join us. I know this is really short notice and that you have kind of your weekly rhythms, but I really think that this is something that will be beneficial for you as you look ahead as a leader and kind of plan out the next 6 months, next year, maybe even 2 years of ministry for your church. So April 14th, Nuts and Bolts, 9 a.m. Love to have you join us at that. Hey, hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself and praying for you as you continue to minister in our province to make Jesus known across Saskatchewan.